Salient Features of Ease of Paying Taxes or EOPT Act Part 1. Republic Act No. 11976, otherwise known as the Ease of Paying Taxes or EOPT Act, was signed into law on January 5, 2024 by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. together with his veto message. The law aims to simplify tax filings, particularly for those classified as micro and small taxpayers, by introducing the File and Pay Anywhere system and allowing most of the tax processes to be done online. It also included the shift to an invoice system to improve the registration process as well as to accelerate the processing of VAT refunds. Classification of taxpayers. Micro taxpayers, those with gross sales of less than 3 million pesos. Small taxpayers, those with gross sales of 3 million pesos but less than 20 million pesos. Medium taxpayers, those with gross sales of 20 million pesos but less than 1 billion pesos. Large taxpayers, those with gross sales of 1 billion pesos and above. Special concessions for micro and small taxpayers. Micro and small taxpayers shall enjoy the following special concessions under the EOPT Act. File and Pay Anywhere. The EOPT Act now allows taxpayers to file their tax returns and pay their taxes either electronically or manually with any authorized agent bank, Revenue District Office through its revenue collection officers, or authorized tax software provider. Ease of registration. Registration facilities shall be made available to all taxpayers, including those not residing in the Philippines. The annual registration fee of 500 pesos was also removed under the EOPT Act. Deductions from gross income. The withholding of taxes as a requirement for deductibility expenses has been repealed. This means that non-withholding of taxes in certain payments will no longer be a ground for the disallowance of claims for deductible expenses. Simplified timing of withholding. Under the EOPT Act, the obligation to deduct and withhold the tax arises at the time the income has become payable. This eliminates the need for the payer to consider when the obligation becomes due, demandable, or legally enforceable. Invoicing requirements. Under the EOPT Act, business style has been removed as a mandatory information to be contained in the invoice. The threshold for mandatory issuance of invoices is increased to 500 pesos, which shall be adjusted to its present value every 3 years based on the Consumer Price Index as published by the Philippine Statistics Authority or PSA. In case of failure of the VAT-registered person to provide complete information in the invoice, the issuer shall be liable for non-compliance. However, the VAT shall still be allowed to be used as input tax credit on the part of the purchaser if the lacking information do not pertain to the following. Scan the QR code to know more about the EOPT Act or access www.bir.gov.ph. Sa tamang buwis, pag-asenso'y mabilis.